And welcome back to another episode of Everything But the Podcast. I'm your co host, Michael McGuire.
And I'm Ray Kane.
And this week we have another great conversation in store for you. But first things first, Moray, how you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. I had that little visit back home, like I was talking about, so it was a nice little refresher. I had a lot of family events going on, but back to work. You got to get back to the regular grind every day.
Mhm.
Outside of that, everything's good. How about yourself?
It's a tough one. It's a tough one. I'm not gonna lie. So, as you know, got the
I
up
try to
the
not laugh.
yeah. It was Saturday was my birthday, my 25th. And
Hmm.
with me stepping into I feel like it's a new era of my life, like a new act almost.
Hmm.
I wouldn't even say chapter, but like a new act where I know it's gonna need to be a different me, a more refined, developed me. And one of the things that I struggle with the most is like self control on a lot of different things. And one of my I guess you could say is one of the seven deadly sins that I've always been plagued with is glut. I like food. I can't hold it. I can't lie. You've known me for however many years, and probably every month out of every year you've made a comment about me liking my greed and like how hungry I get. It's natural.
Yeah, man.
I'm a
You
grown
follow
boy.
food pages and you be liking
Okay,
food
okay,
pages.
okay,
I'm
okay, okay,
like,
okay. All right. I just want to put that out. It's I follow the food pages because
uh
I
huh.
truly enjoy and appreciate fine cuisine. That's it. It's
Oh
not
my
that's
gosh.
it's not because I want to go eat the food. I actually, for real,
That's exactly why. Let's be honest.
for real, I don't know if I've eaten anything that I've seen like on Instagram at all. I
And that's my point. Like you haven't eaten anything you've seen on there, but you still follow the page. You
Yeah,
still like pictures. And how many? Let's be honest. How many food pages do you follow?
we're not gonna talk about that. We're not gonna
That's
get
what I
into
was. All
that.
right,
That's not necessary
all
right now.
right. I think I'll strike that off as a win for me.
No,
I was
it's
right for
definitely
once.
it's definitely not a win. But
Okay.
the reason why I'm doing this fast, like I said, is for that challenge of like self restraint or self control. Um, Food is like a huge part of my life. I don't eat the best, but when I eat, I eat. I go in.
Yeah, we know.
Okay, okay.
We both know. We both know.
Um, but aside from that, another motivation behind doing it is like it can serve like to give a little bit of mental clarity. And I'm not sure if there's like a certain time you have to do it for or whatever, but your body and your mind kind of like reset. So like I'm saying, stepping into 25, like it's a lot of things have to change, and I feel like what better way to do that, or what better way to kick it off than to reset myself so that I can, be focused on new things, form new habits, and just go forward and progress into having another or having like shit the best year of my life. That's what I'm trying to make it.
Can
Um,
you give it some clarity though? Like what exactly you're doing to fast? Because like fasting, I've heard of fasting where people do like the sun up to sundown.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's a little more religious. But what type of fasting are you doing?
So I'm doing like absolutely nothing for 7 days. Only thing that I'll be consuming is water. But like you're saying,
That's
there's a
thorough.
bunch of different fasts. You have like there's what I'm doing water fasting. You have juice fasting. It's not. I don't think it's with the like store bought Welch's juices and stuff like that. I think it's more like natural juices, fresh squeezed, things like that. That's how I would figure it out. Or
You tripping?
come on,
You just straight up tripping. I ain't gonna
but
hold you. My stomach hurt thinking about going a whole week without.
no, but aside from that, like what you're saying, the sun up and sun down, that's intermittent fasting. So like a lot of people do that. I think that's what's done like during Ramadan. I might be
Yeah,
wrong. Okay, it is. All right,
that's pretty
cool.
much what it is. Yeah.
Okay, and then like you have like it's partial fasting where you'll like break from certain foods if you're trying to just like clean out your system or whatever. If you like taking like I know that's one thing like my dad used to do back in the day. He would eat a bunch of fiber and then just like to flush himself out. Like
Hmm.
yeah, it's like stuff like that. And then there's like,
Why he just drink some prune juice? He'd be cool after
I
that.
mean, it's the same thing. It has the same
I
effect.
guess. Yeah,
Um,
prune juice nasty though. I ain't gonna
I've never had it.
lie. That don't
Yeah,
don't try it. I'll tell you that right now.
it's like a bunch of stuff. I really, really hope that when I get to a certain like place in life, that I'm not gonna have to like start eating nasty shit that I don't want to eat. That's
Yeah,
tragic.
you gotta manage yourself long term. So it's like you don't want to binge whatever your unhealthy foods now, and then later you have to pay for it. So it's like
Boom. All right. So
managing your or your diet.
okay. So that's another thing. While I was at work, dude, I'm telling you, it was a struggle today. Yesterday wasn't that bad. Yesterday was the first day I was doing it, but today at work it was terrible. I don't know if I just had too much time on my hands, but I'm like, so Popeyes just dropped that new chicken sandwich.
I heard about it.
Ah,
I don't really like Popeyes like that, to be honest.
okay, we're gonna
I'm
talk
not a
about that.
Popeyes
We'll talk about that later.
fan.
Um, but I had it on like Thursday or Friday night. Big mistake. Big mistake.
You set yourself up for that.
Because I ate it and then like we're going to Saturday, Sunday, whatever. Sunday it starts. But today, while I'm going through social media on Twitter, that's literally all I see. Everybody
You
talking
better
about
unfollow. You
it.
better unfollow all your food pages for this
No,
week.
no, 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 no. This is on Twitter. This is real people talking about like how good it is
uh,
and like saying like this is a bunch of stuff. But it was torment because every single like God, every few minutes, like scrolling down the timeline, you're gonna see something about somebody saying like it's so. Hold on, let me go to my phone. Hold on, because I know I
saying it's
have.
so good and all that.
Yeah, because I want to give exact like.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. I was just never really a fan of. I mean, my brother loves it. That's just not me. Not gonna lie. I don't even really eat fast food, to be honest.
Word.
Maybe that's probably it. Yeah, I mean, like if I'm lazy, I'll just go get some. But like when people eat it like 5, 6 times a week or even more than that, like I don't. It's not just. It's just not me.
Yeah, but okay, I can get right back on it with that. So one thing that I'm trying to do is like that's why I was at work after that whole Popeyes fiasco on social media. I had to go and like really think and break down like what my diet is going to be going forward after the fast. Because I have to clean it up. I'm still going to like give myself some things that I want, but I really don't want to keep feeding myself bullshit over and over again and making excuses about it because I know that if I keep doing this when I hit 50, 55, 60, I'm going to be somewhere drinking prune juice. I don't want to do that.
No shade to anybody drinking prune juice in that age
Hey,
range.
I know some people that love it. There's some people that absolutely
Yeah,
love prune juice.
yeah.
I
They be
don't know
like, "Can I
how.
get prune juice?" I'm like, "You
Yeah.
sure you want that?" I'm like, "Yeah," because I used to work in a nursing home. I'm like,
Oh, word.
"All right, if that's what you want, I'm gonna get it to you."
Ugh.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's no disrespect to those people, but yuck.
No comment.
Yuck.
No comment.
It's okay. All right. We're not going to get into it. But yeah,
No,
like,
one last question actually I have about your fast
hmm?
before you wrap it up. What is gonna be the meal you break it with?
Oh,
I
shit.
know you already got some. You got something set up already because I know you. You're not about to go 7 days straight and not know what you're about to eat already.
All right. So as of right now, it's probably going to change. I have in my mind that on Saturday, I will arrange
He said,
to have two Popeyes spicy chicken sandwiches ready so that I'll get them like Saturday night and then Sunday as soon as it turns to midnight, they're gone. They're gone.
So the first thing you're gonna eat is Popeyes after you go on a 7 days
Hey man,
fast
it's
of not eating anything.
I earned it. Okay, after 7 days, I
I
earned
would
that
think you
shit.
would. I would think you have some like home cooked meal or something like mashed potatoes or
Hey,
Something.
Popeyes is home. That's culture.
Okay.
Popeyes is right at home. Um,
Louisiana.
exactly. That's where my uncles, nephews, sisters, cousins, brothers from.
Where?
Yeah,
Oh, that's a long
right down there,
disconnect.
like
Oh,
what's it called, like Shreveport or something like that.
I was supposed to go to New Orleans, but it got flooded literally the same weekend I was supposed to go. So
Oh,
we just
where?
stopped.
Yeah, I
Never
think
go.
you told me about that. I don't know.
Yeah, I was sick, very sick.
But yeah, to loop back the conversation because we just went off on crazy tangents. Um, one of the main reasons, but I answered your question though, right?
Yeah,
What am I gonna eat? Okay, cool.
maybe two
Um,
sandwiches.
yeah, probably with like a sweet tea too. Ooh,
Yo, why you like? I'm not even gonna.
what?
I'm gonna let it go.
What? Go ahead and
You and your
answer.
sweet teas. You and your sweet teas, man.
All
They
right,
got
listen.
no flavor.
What?
It don't.
How does it not
It
have flavor?
says it
Sweet is
says
the
sweet
flavor,
tea, but
more. Sweet is the flavor.
nah,
That's
nah.
it.
It's just
Sweet is the flavor.
nah. I'm cool. Not. I don't like it.
All right.
I just don't. There's something about it. It's just too flavorless.
Okay. So I'll say this: if you've only had like sweet tea that you can pick up in at a store like a Rite Aid, CVS, then you're not gonna enjoy it. If you only have Popeye sweet tea, there's a chance that you won't enjoy it. But if you go like the best sweet tea I've ever had in my life, hand of God, was in I think it was in Lexington, Kentucky. We were down there for a family reunion. We popped over in this little restaurant. I don't even remember what I had to eat. That's how good the sweet tea
He
was.
said,
I kid you not. I don't even remember what it was. But so I think it's like that. You got to have like a sweet tea that sings to you. I'm sorry. You got to have a sweet tea that sings to you. Once you have a sweet tea that sings to you, then going
it just
forward.
don't got. I just don't. To me, it just don't got no taste. It's for me. Same. This is probably gonna throw you off too. I'm not a huge fan of watermelon either. I feel like it's
Okay,
just a
that's
slush. That's just like a slush. They don't got no flavor to it either.
yeah,
It's just water.
I mean I'm team watermelon all day.
Nah.
I don't like the ones they're putting in like grocery stores now because they're like kind of genetically modified to be bigger.
Hmm.
But back in the '90s and stuff, my pop would always bring like, or on occasion bring in a
The fresh ones,
yeah, the fresh ones,
real
and it would
small.
always hit. But yeah, we getting off topic, way off topic. Yeah, so to bring it back once again, talking about why I was doing a fast, it was because going forward with 25, I'm really trying to be cognizant of my relationship with myself. And I know when I brought it up to you, the idea up to you last week, you were unsure about it. How do you feel about it now?
I mean, I guess for me, it's like a when you say self love or self like taking care of yourself. I think a big part of it is awareness,
Mm-hmm.
being aware of what taking care of yourself is and isn't. Um, and when you ask me the question, I'm like, I don't even know how to answer that. Like, I don't know, am I taking care of myself or not? Like, I don't. It just never really dawned on me what exactly that is. So that's why I had a little bit of trouble of trying to wrap my head around it. Like, I don't know what exactly he's he's trying to say.
Mm.
But I mean, I think I kind of picked up some points of maybe what I might deem as taking care of myself or self love. Um, may not be like a I don't know, I don't want to say a definition, but it may not be a uniform way of doing it. But I guess I've found some ways to say, okay, then maybe that's what is pertaining to self love or taking care of yourself or whatever the case may be.
Okay. So for you, what would be your definition
Of
of
self love.
let's say yeah, let's say self love to start off. What's your definition of self?
I feel like it's like I said, the big thing is awareness and knowing of knowing when things are good to you and not good to you. Um, may not be sometimes it's things you don't like, but I feel like it's just being aware for the most part, being aware of things that are hurting you and either staying away from that or just being able to use it to grow. Um, so self love, it's like it's just so for me the definition of it is just it's peculiar.
No,
Um,
I get it. It's a very abstract concept. For me,
right.
if I could say self love to me is the ways in which you appreciate yourself, like for the better. So there's a lot of times, even if we do have some bad habits, some things that might be a detriment to ourselves or others, if our relationship with ourselves is good, even if we do exhibit those behaviors that may be toxic or may be harming to other people or to ourselves, if we have a good relationship with ourselves, we'll be able to be honest, one, and then we'll be able to take the steps to like figure out what it is that we need to do to correct those behaviors. Um, the thing like I where I started thinking about this was thinking about relationships, and I really started to think about like love on a different level. So my thing is, if I can't, how can I expect to have a healthy, fulfilling, successful relationship with somebody else if I can't do that with myself, if I don't know how to do that with myself?
Hmm.
So to flip that, with your relationship with yourself as it is now, do you enjoy it?
That's that's kind of what tripped me up. Where I was just trying to figure out like, do I even have a relationship with myself?
Mm.
Um, so it's I don't think I do, to be honest. Like when I was just thinking about it, I'm like, do I really have one with myself? Is there things? I mean, there's things I do that I enjoy. There's things where I hold myself accountable to. There's there's structure, but I don't really know if I really have or I can pinpoint it. Um, Thinking about it myself, maybe someone else can see it like, hey, you do this for yourself, you do that for yourself. That's considered self love, but that's why I was just having a tough time of trying to figure out what that was. I'm like, man, maybe I just don't have that. That's I think that's the realest answer I can give you, to be honest, or I can't pinpoint it at least.
Yeah, for sure.
Um,
All right.
so I mean that's part of it. I need to be aware of it and take steps towards it.
Okay. All right. So let me ask a question again, or a different question. When you think about like a good solid relationship, it doesn't have to be personal. It doesn't have to be anything that you've seen. Just like a perfect relationship that you can imagine. What does it look like?
It's I would say it's gonna be challenging. Obviously, there's gonna be love. There's gonna be care. There's gonna be a balance. Whether it be well, there's always gonna be a little bit of friction. That's normal. Um, so just being able to challenge yourself to be better, or whoever, if it's your partner or yourself. So it's like growing. Um, so I mean, I think that's what I would say for the most part is a good relationship.
Okay. All right. I don't know. For me, I feel like a good relationship, a good healthy relationship, is one that has openness, honesty, and I'm just talking about like the bare basics, like the
Hmm.
necessities.
Hmm.
Openness, honestness. Ooh, shit.
Like honestness, it just made me
Damn.
choke.
Definitely gonna cut that out.
I hope so. I'm over here sweating too. You gave me a chance to wipe my forehead.
Um, yeah, a perfect relationship to me, just on a basic level, talking about the bare basic necessities, you'd have openness, honesty, um, a real care for that person's well being, a real care for their growth, like you're saying, um, a real care for. So, yeah, a perfect relationship to me is something that has openness, honesty, encouragement, and I'd say care, just for the bare basics. But on top of that, and in doing that, that's why like it, I see it so. close to your relationship with yourself, because I feel like a lot of times, even me personally, I can say for people who I've taken an interest in, or people who I've like really, really considered to be someone near and dear to me, whether it be on a romantic level, mental level, or any other personal level, I've like gone and tried to do everything that I could like for them. And that's not to say like I've showered them with gifts, or, you know, I've always given them money, taking care of them, whatever they needed to do or anything like that. But I just try to be the best person that I can be to them.
Mm-hmm.
So my next question for you is, if you could try to be your best person to yourself, like you can be the best you to yourself, do you think you could do that?
I feel like that's a struggle for me at least. I feel like it's a lot easier for me. Well, I don't know if it's everybody, but for me at least, to show love to someone else. Um, so like be more caring, or look out for somebody, or like check up on them, things like that. Where I think I just don't have that for myself. Where I probably should do that more often. Where it's like, hey, check in with yourself. Are you doing okay? Are you making sure you're taking care of yourself? Are you eating right? Are you drinking water? Are you doing these things? And when we talked about self care a few episodes ago, I think it's kind of tying into that as well, where it's like taking care of yourself. I feel like it's a lot easier for me to have that going outward than towards myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it definitely is a struggle, and just the fact that when you ask me that, and I'm just like finding it's like hard for me to figure out like, yo, what exactly do I do with myself? Um, it's I guess it I need to be more aware of what that is, and attack that, like I said a little bit earlier. Um, but I mean, it's definitely something that's doable. I just got to be aware of it and make strides towards it, like I said earlier.
Okay. All right. So boom. Right. So in an alternate universe, there is a carbon copy of yourself, but it's a woman. It's a female. So let's give her a name. Let's call her Morea. That work?
Okay.
Morea. Like, yeah.
Okay.
All right. And all right. So what does a date with Morea look like? You already stepped to her. You saw her in the mall. You spit your game, whatever. And she like she
I'll be
brushed
an
you.
ugly girl. I ain't gonna hold
Nah, but like
you.
first time she brushed you off, like, boy, bye, get out of my face, get out of here. But then you like you went up for a second at bat, and then this time she was like, all right, let me see what's going on with him. So
Why does it sound so realistic
hold on,
though?
cause
Are you
I
just
gotta paint a
explaining like
picture.
a okay?
I gotta paint a picture. So all right,
Uh-huh.
so you like, okay, cool, I'll pick you up Friday night. So you slide through on Friday night to go pick up Morea.
Maria.
What does okay? Hold on. Let's scratch Friday night. Let's just say Saturday morning, 10:30. You go and you pick Morea up.
I ain't getting up no 10:30 on
Oh,
Saturday. I'm not hoodie, yo. I'm not getting. I'm like, look, we gotta do it like 3 o'clock. I'm gonna come. We gonna figure something out at 3. That's nice. That's a decent time. No,
no,
that's
no.
not a decent time. 3.
Come on, bro. The day's already like
You can tell. You can tell I'm bad at
three
this.
quarters of the way gone at three
You're
o'clock,
right.
man. You gotta get
You're
up,
right.
carpe diem. You gotta get on it.
Nah.
All right, so but
I
this is
say
but this is in an alternate universe. So let's say you
okay.
are
So
waking
we're
up.
making everything up. You're
Yeah,
right. You're right.
you're
We're
waking
making
up
everything up.
at 8 o'clock, getting fresh, ready to go scoop
That's
Morea
not happening.
at 10:30. What do you guys do for a day?
Uh, dang, it's got to be a date. Date.
Yeah,
Jeez.
a date, but
Well,
keep in mind
obviously
like
going
you're doing like it's got to be like healthy stuff, like things that
healthy
you
stuff.
yeah, like
All
if
right.
you
Well,
know
first off, we're gonna get food because I'm gonna be hungry. I know that for a fact. So I'm gonna get food. Maybe get some drinks. It's a little too early for that.
get some
Probably do
mimosas,
something
dog.
active. What?
Say get some
Mimosas?
mimosas. Yeah.
Yo, mimosas is not a. Like, people keep saying mimosas. Nah, like mimosas get you. You don't want to.
Yeah. Have like one and a half mimosas, like to start off the day at like brunch,
Nobody
man.
drinking no 1.5 mimosas. Let's be serious. They drinking like 4 or 5, and then they taking a nap, and then going out later if they end up going out. But I guess it obviously would be something to eat. And then I think probably something active. Uh, Try to step out of my comfort zone. Well, I wouldn't say my comfort zone, but try to do something a little bit active. Maybe like rock climbing. Nah, I don't know, something. I'm just throwing something out there. Um,
Keep going, shit.
you said what?
I said keep going.
Oh, okay. Maybe do something like rock climbing, and I don't know. If it's still going, maybe just get some ice cream or something, and then probably go to a park or something. Take a walk, and if it's nice out, I think that's pretty much it. After that, I'll probably get the boot, so I'm not gonna be able to do anything after that. So I think that's pretty much it. The day will end at like 2 o'clock. I'll be like, all right, cool. I'm gonna just hit you up later.
All right, let me stop you right there because we're not
End
gonna
of the
say
story.
no. We're not gonna say you're gonna get the boot. All right, you're gonna get invited in. You're gonna have some conversation, maybe a couple of drinks and a nice little nightcap. All right.
Oh, people do that? Conversations?
Absolutely.
No, throughout the day, yeah, cool. But
See.
like
Okay.
so you invite somebody over for a conversation?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, you're a different type of boy. That's why
Absolutely.
I give
Okay.
that to you.
All right. So boom. Right. That's your
Uh
date.
huh.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay. My date.
Mhm.
Let's say. What's her name? Michaeletta. Right.
Laquisha.
Nah.
Laquisha.
Michaeletta.
Uh,
I that's my thing. Like with my kids. All right. So I'm planning on having 3 kids, 2 boys, 1 girl. It's gonna go boy, girl,
oh, my
boy.
man picked the gender and
It's
everything.
gonna go boy, girl, boy. Right. The first one's gonna be Mike. He's gonna be Junior. Then
Oh,
after
here we
that,
go.
it's gonna be It's gonna be a girl, but it's gonna her name got to start with Mike. So it's gonna be like Mike
Don't do
Quanda,
that.
Michaeletta,
Don't
Keisha.
don't be one of those people, man.
Hey,
Like, just let it go. It don't gotta be your name all the time, bro. It
okay.
don't got to.
All right. Let me be
Michaeletta.
me. Let me be great. All right.
All right,
And then
go
the third one, the little baby boy, that's gonna be Mike. So
ahead.
so it's gonna be
This
hear
man
me.
said Mike. Oh, go ahead. You're right.
So it's
You
gonna
you
be
cool.
Mike. So it's gonna be Mike Quanda, and then Mike.
You said
That's my.
Michaeletta.
It changes up almost every day
Okay. Right.
until she gets here. Like that's when we'll set it up and have it official on papers. Um,
Mhm.
but let's say this girl's name is, let's say what's like a good name? Damn.
Why? It don't gotta be your name.
No, I mean
Just make
it.
something up. Betsy. Go ahead. Keep it
No,
going.
it has
From
to
the
involve Mike.
1980s.
It has to, cause yours was Morea, so mine has to.
You made that up. I ain't want that. What are
Okay,
you
all right,
talking about?
boom. So this girl, her name is Michaelisha.
Okay.
So me and Michaelisha, I would go and pick her up at 10:30. I would say we go and have like a nice brunch, something light, nothing that's going to be too heavy, because you don't want to get the
So,
itis at 11:30 in the morning. You don't want to
are
do
you
that.
talking about mimosas?
That's a bad look. So go have brunch, nice light. Then afterwards, probably go for like a nice brief walk. I try to set it up in like an area where there'd be like a nice, maybe some bookstores, maybe some record stores. We can just go in and browse.
Oh, you
I
trying to show
have
some class? All right.
some. What you- Okay, that's
You
me,
trying to show
man.
some class?
You,
Go to a bookstore, a record store. That's a
yeah.
little more class, my guy. I forgot you 25 now.
Hey, man. Hey, what can I say?
If you don't cut that out, man. All right, go
All
ahead,
right.
continue.
So yeah, after let's say it's the record store. After we leave the record store, then after that, I feel like it would be let's go to let's say we go to a museum or art exhibit, something like that. We can just go have a good time, maybe talk about what we're seeing. Maybe it would be, yeah, my Quanda. She would know a lot. She would know. She would be able to put me on some things like with history. I would appreciate
Hmm.
that. Then after we leave the museum, then we go to, I would say go to a play, either a play or a movie, probably a play. I think 24-year-old Michael Aaron. That's my 25-year-old name. From here on out, I
Okay.
would like to be known as Michael Aaron. Thank you.
Okay.
So Michael Aaron would want to go to play with Mike Aretta. So once we're there, enjoy the play. Maybe a couple hours. I'd say maybe like a good 3 acts. I wouldn't want more than that. Once you start going off in like four, then you have an intermission, and then you like start forgetting the story and all stuff. It's not good.
True.
But okay, after that play is done, then it's probably, let's say it's dark by then. It's like dusk, and it's cool. It's like a nice 75-degree day, right? Walking down the street, and then we come across this ice cream vendor, because I love ice cream.
Yeah, you love
Yeah,
a lot of food too.
yeah, I love ice cream, so my Quisha's gonna like ice cream too.
My Quadna to my Quisha. Okay.
Um, Yeah, so I mean, like it would be that, and then after we got the ice cream, it would probably be right back to that conversation. I don't know why I love doing that with people, but like posting up on like a park bench, and then just sitting and talking for like however long till the clock runs out, and we don't have anything left to say to one another. And then she wouldn't just want to kick me to the curb like other people.
Yeah, like you plan the whole day out. Is that even a thing anymore? Do like people have a full day date? Like,
Absolutely, come on, we gotta. All right, we gonna talk. Me and you, we gonna talk.
he said we gonna
We gonna
talk.
talk.
I'm just saying, it sounds like that's like a little historic, but
Hey
what
man,
do I know?
you gotta make sure you have like no like trying to like embellish or no cap, no bullshit, whatever. Every
Okay.
day, like you should try to. It's true. Every day you don't know what could happen, so you should want it to be like your best
I
because
hear
it
you. I
could be
hear
your
you.
last. So with going out to have those interactions with people who like I'm into and I care about and all that kind of stuff, I want to have like a great day. And I understand that sometimes it may not like work out as planned or how the idea is, but what's most important is just having a good ass day with that person to me.
My
Um,
man, speaking some old school stuff. I like it.
hey man,
I like it.
I was listening to Teddy P before I came in here. I'm not gonna
I was
lie.
about to say it sounds like it's coming from somewhere else. This I don't know where this coming from. Some
25, man.
oh yeah, I forgot you quarter of a century old now.
Yeah, quarter through life, man.
I hear you.
All right, I just want to say this fast is killing me. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. All right,
You got it, man. 6 more days.
5.
6 more days.
No, 5, my friend. Don't put extra numbers on there.
He like, yo, nah, bro, it's fine.
Whoa,
Don't say-
whoa, no.
hey, good luck to you, man. Oh shit.
So after having that conversation, right? Do you think you're any closer to going on a fast?
What? I thought you about to say something else. I'm like, yo, if I'm gonna do a fast, it'll be one of those dawn to dusk fasts. It ain't no 7 day water, strictly water. Like, come on,
But we
bro.
talked, but we talked about it. Like, if you're gonna do, when you do like the sun up to sundown one day, if you're gonna do that, you might as well do 3 days. If you're gonna do 3 days, you might as
Nah,
well do
yeah.
5 days. So like, yeah,
Okay.
you might as well just do it. Just go on a 7-day fast.
Yeah. Do you understand sun up to sundown though?
No, no,
Like, you
no,
get up
like a
early,
full.
eat.
No, I'm not talking about like sun up to sundown for like 1, 3, 5 days. I'm talking about the whole, like the full Monty,
Oh, bro,
everything.
come on now. People, we grown out here, man. We got stuff to do. I need to be eating. I know sometimes I don't eat as much, but I need to eat something. I'm not about to.
Okay.
Yeah. Once
All
you
right.
get done, you let me know how the whole experience is, and I'll take good notes on it, and I'll just take that energy in, and that's it.
All right. Last question. If you're not gonna do a fast, what would be the thing that you would do for yourself?
Hmm. If I'm not gonna do the fast, what's the thing I'll do for myself? Dang, that fasting thing is legit though. I just can't see myself doing it. I ain't gonna hold you. Um, yeah, what would I do for myself? So if we're gonna kick up the new relationship starting tomorrow,
Yeah.
yikes, that's a little steep. But I guess I actually want to see if I can start going to the gym before I go to work. Like the gym is literally right across the street from work. So if I can get there early enough, do a quick little workout. I hear some of the old heads be in there balling in the morning. I don't know how they do that, but if I can do that and get my day started a little bit earlier, um, I feel like it'd be a good routine to have just to be almost like jump started into my working day. Because usually I'm drowsy by the time I get into work and that whole process. So if I could do that, I think that'd be a good thing to do for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Get something going.
Yeah, for sure. One thing that you could do, like if even if 'cause that's what I was thinking about doing today while I was being tormented by all those tweets on Twitter about the Popeye sandwich. Not gonna talk about that anymore, but thinking about like how what I needed to do to really change my diet. So I was like broke it down into if it's 30 days, there's gonna be 90 meals. I tried them.
This man.
Hey, I
Yo,
got
you
down in
bugging,
percentages.
yo.
So
He said 30, 90 meals. I'm like, what?
yeah, 30
That
days.
man broke it down. All right, cool. Go ahead. I'm listening.
All right, so 30 days, 90 meals. I'd like to set it up so where it's like at least 30% pleasure food and then 70% like real food I need. So it's like want
So how you
versus
gonna?
need.
So how you gonna break that down?
So, I wish I had my notebook from work. I was writing it down during. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna put myself out there like that.
That sounds like somebody would say in a meeting, and you just carbon copied it and said that.
No, that is straight fresh off the dome. That was a straight what like 4 bars. Okay,
Okay.
you can get the other 12 on my mixtape that's dropping uh in 20 years.
Michaelita, Michaelita.
That's from my. That's what I'm gonna do. That I'm gonna name it like Marquisha, and then I'm gonna put. It's gonna be a picture of me and her on the
Which is
cover.
just you.
No,
Which is
it's
just
gonna
gonna be
be
you.
me and her on the cover. Me and my
Okay.
baby girl. But
Alright.
so yeah, 90 meals. I broke it down into like a 70-30 split between things that I need and things that I want in terms of food and yeah, just food. I didn't really get into beverage and shit like that. So with those, that 70% of those days, I don't have the numbers in front of me. They're gonna be spent. There's a meal service in Philadelphia called Vegan Commissary. So it's like all straight vegan food. It's really affordable. There are like a couple hitches on getting membership that might be unappealing to some people, but it is a great investment long term
You
if you
get
really think
membership?
about it. Yeah, I don't really want to go into details specifics because I'm not trying to have them come for me. I don't know.
Giving out false information.
Yeah, but yeah, it's like, it's good food. It's good, healthy, clean, vegan food, and then the other, like the other half of that 70%, I was gonna spend it on getting back into doing meal prep. I think we talked about that like a couple episodes ago or whatever. But
Yeah, you saying it was tough. It's hard to stay on top of and things like that. Yeah.
yeah, but I got to get back up on the horse because that's one of the things. It's like for a better me, I know that that's a way of doing it because through doing meal prep, I end up saving money, I end up saving hassle, and I end up saving health because it's really not good to be ordering DoorDash from even Popeyes every night. As much as I would
That
love to
joint
do it
expensive,
tonight,
boy.
Popeye,
It's expensive. I don't know how you was doing
yeah,
that. As soon as I see the receipt, I'll be like, nah, I
yeah,
don't even want this no more. I used to
yeah.
do it when I was at Temple. I did a couple like, cause I'll just make them deliver it to me because I didn't have a car.
Mm,
I'm just like, yo, this joint's crazy. I can't do this. I can't do
yeah.
this.
But
So I started.
yeah. So doing like meal prep on Sundays, having those for like lunches, having the vegan commissary for dinners, and then the rest of that 30% is gonna be split up to like what did I say? Oh yeah, then I'm not gonna
Pleasure
hold you. I'm
foods.
gonna end up doing the like meal delivery service like Uber Eats or DoorDash or something like that. I'm gonna end up doing it.
You don't go from something cheap to that expensive. You can't find something in between.
Hey, I gotta spoil myself a little bit. It's about self love.
You're right.
You gotta spoil yourself.
A little bit of that.
Yeah, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Yeah, and then just like for breakfast and stuff, I think I said like 5 days out the week I was gonna do fruit. Then on Saturdays, yeah, like fruit and water.
I don't eat anything, so I mean, I guess that's an upgrade if I would do that too.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, fruit and water on weekdays for like breakfast, and then weekends I had like Saturday. Yeah. So Saturdays for lunch, every Saturday is going to be a salad. That's where I'm like trying to stay with that, trying to keep myself to it. It might end up having chicken in it, probably will, but you know all those
chicken
other
breast.
good vegetables and
get grilled chicken in there.
Yeah,
keep it healthy. Yeah.
Like honestly, the chicken Caesar salad from Wawa hits. Oh, you don't got no Wawa down.
I don't got no Wawa out here, man. Stop talking about Wawa.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, we got something else out here.
I feel okay. It's like Sheets, you said?
I'm not even gonna give it a shout out. We just got something else out here.
That's how you feel about it?
We just got something else out here. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right. Yeah, but like just like trying to wrap up and be diligent in keeping a healthy diet, because that's the thing that makes the sense to me to be one of the most basic building blocks of myself. After I can like in a way defeat myself to where I have control over myself, one of the things that I do that, like I said at the start of the episode, is definitely for me being glut. I just eat whatever I want, whenever I want, however I want. I don't care what anybody has to say, even my bank account. Like when I know,
and that's the one that be hurting the most.
Yeah,
and the most pain. I'm like, dang, bro, stop spending money.
I am super defiant when it comes to food and my bank account. I don't care what that shit has to say.
I was real bad with it too.
Yeah, but yeah, just getting on a page where I can master myself in that regard, to where I'm eating healthy, eating good, but I'm still treating myself on the side. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Everything But the Podcast. As always, we wish you nothing but peace, happiness, and progress.
And make sure you follow us on all social media platforms at EBT Podcast. Tell a friend to tell a friend, like and subscribe. And it's all love.
Always. Nothing but love. All love.
Said I'm kidding.
All right, my friend.
Wrap it up.
Salute
skirt.
to you.
Skirt, skirt. Skirt, skirt.
You always got some extra shit to do. Always.
No matter.
All right.
Yo, let me be me, man.
Cut the tape.
Cut.